Dog Live, Chris. Anyone comic book reading. And today we are looking at, well, we're looking at a few things. Yesterday, these 4 came out. I purchased these 4. Also yesterday, I bought this a week late. Aquaman. This is the Jim Lee variant, issue number 1. I had to have it. Yes. Here's some older stuff. I think this is 3 weeks old. I actually decided I'm going to stop buying loads of comics like this and then buy 2 or 3 comics like this. So we have Detective Comic, of course, Carnage Forever, number 1, and Ghost Rider, number 1. I mean, these price tags may vary, but as you can see, we're hitting close to still buying 15 comics or buying 3 high-grade comics, you know? It's just like there's comics everywhere, and I feel like they're not always high-grade, you know? However, like, take this. Some My Little Pony stuff is highly sought after for some reason and sells for double and triple sometimes. So luckily, we have a My Little Pony collection that my daughter loves. So the goal was we were going to get Spider-Woman 2 issues. I'm going to read 1. I can have the pages open for you know, anyone out there who's not like, hey, he's shaking, he's wiggling, he's moving too much. There'd be 1 for you. However, after reading it, I literally made the video, and I don't want to touch that one. This one needs to be. I made the video, and then it was just like the most anticlimactic issue ever. It made me so mad. I was like, why? Why did it? It feels like this is the finale issue, kind of, you know? It says, absolutely nothing is going to happen. And I thought it was like being sarcastic, right? After 20 nonstop, hair-raising issues, the inconceivable finally occurs. Unbelievably, no action, non-action on every page. Once again, when I saw this and I read this, and I was just like, that's not right. They're about to like go all out right now. I think I'm getting punked. So I go and I read. Literally, there's no fight scene. The fight scenes are like this. It's like, you know, right here. Oh, monster truck killer. He's going to go do the job, right? And then next thing we know, monster truck killer did not get the job done. They're all staring at him in failure. Oh, not in failure, but they said, okay, you're in. They want him in the gang. It's like, all they had to do was go just attempt to piss off Spider-Woman. And you could join the anti-Arcanine group. I don't know. It was just maddening. But here's the end page. Finally, she goes out and they're ready to fight her. There's 1. Is that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? We're missing a guy. Is this 9? Are you counting the freaking Toad thing as 9? Oh, what if Miles Morales? They're just gonna put him in every costume. That is not hair-raising at all. Miles is great and all, but I mean, after first issue, Miles Morales back in the day, and I read it, it was the coolest thing ever. 40 issues in, I'm not there anymore. I don't even pick that up. I love my spider people, but I don't know. Even for this one, I'm tired of this. We're ready for this. Wait, where is it? Where is it? It's here somewhere. Or it's not. I'm ready for Spider-Man without Ben Reilly. Gosh, kill this guy already. I want Peter Parker back. I want Peter Parker back. Peter Piper, Picker Peppers, Ben Reilly and Peter Parker are still a thing. I don't know what's happening. I think I missed issue 90. I ended up buying this one just because of the Carnage variant. It's because I was reading it for so long and it's just like, okay, this is getting stale now. I started back in Sin. Back when Sin started popping off, I was like, it grasped me. That ended and then it was just kind of like, okay, what's happening? Marvel, issue number 1. Strange. Why am I showcasing the dollar signs? That's rude. That's rude. Strange things are happening. Alright, so Doctor Strange is dead. Didn't he die like 2 times in the past 4 or 5 months? We're gonna read the synopsis. Here we go. Strange. Written by Ted McKay. A few months ago, Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, Dr. Stephen Strange, was red-rubbed. With his death, Earth's magical parent fell and Earth was soon invaded by a kingdom from all different dimensions. One of these invaders was Clea. Strange's. They're calling her an invader right here, which I don't see that, except for the fact that she's not going to obey whatever. You don't control me, bro. I just travel the galaxies, and I get to yours, and you try to say you can and can't do things, bro. Like, she's beyond a regular human. So they, of course, Americans, they're going to say this. We were invaded. We had to... I love you guys. Strange's estranged wife, whom was being chased by the Peregrini child, and the 3 mothers. They were powerful predators hunting all magical beings to feed their child, the Peregrini children. In order to solve Dr. Strange's murder and stop the invasion, a young Strange was summoned. A young Stephen Strange was summoned from the past and was able to resurrect his older self. Oh, that's how. So he died. His younger self resurrected himself. Then he died again. But even with the threat defeated and Earth safe again, Stephen's resurrection was only temporary. Yes. But before joining the afterlife, he left his Eye of Agamemnon and his cloak of levitation to his true love, Clea, the Sorcerer Supreme of the Dark Dimension. My hands are getting moist, and then it starts to stick to the paper. That's why I bought 2 covers of this one, so I was going to plan on ruining that one with my dirty hands, and I was going to keep the... I always buy her. Now I just forgot. I went blank with her name. I can't live life like that. Peach Momoko is the Peach cover. It's like, wait, why do I not know what the name is? I have many Peach things. I love it. Back to the story. I am the Sorcerer Supreme of this world, and one far more brutal. Who are you to tell me what I can and cannot do? That's exactly what I just said. The wind between the gravestones and the hand upon the scythe. The reaper of the errant dead. I am the harvestman, and you will not resurrect Stephen Strange. That's such a sick costume. That's too cool. I would like to cosplay this guy. I am the harvestman, and you will not resurrect Joe Mama. All right, back in Belker Street. Bleecker? I want to go to Greenwich Village in New York and find this street. Is it a real thing? Maybe it does exist. A couple years we'll go. Sorry, please, bats. Okay, so she just arrived. Oh, she just woke up and the dog's barking and she's like cut it freak out. Reminder to self. Create a haunted suit of armor to answer the door for me. By the horizon host of Hoggoth, I am literally opening the door. Because they're like... He knocked 9 times in with pause in between. That's like very like, bro, can you not knock that way? That's rude. You could have knocked. That's so fun. People enjoy it. Don't knock 18 times and like demand the door open. Do a trick. Clea! Ah, Victor Von Doom. Speaking of a haunted suit of armor. What? You had best come inside then. What? It's like something crying outside. Weird. You had best come inside then. I do have neighbors. Would you like coffee? The coffee of this dimension is terrible, but I'm certain you're used to it by now. No. Suit yourself. What do you want, Victor? She throws the coffee at him anyways. This visit is a courtesy. Obviously, with Strange dead, I will attain the title of Sorcerer Supreme. I've come for the eye of Agamemnon and the cloak of levitation. Ha! No. No? No. The title of Sorcerer Supreme belongs to Stephen Strange, my husband, which makes it mine now. That is not how this works. That is... How could... Strange could not just simply give the title to a woman. And yet, here I am. Are you mad? Often angry, certainly. I've been widowed twice in the span of 2 weeks. I am of the fault line, Victor. We do not have family names, so it seems appropriate for me to take that of my late husband's. There is still a Strange on Bleecker Street, and that Strange is still the Sorcerer Supreme. We're back. Okay, where are we? Yeah, that is not how this works. Are you mad? Certainly. There is still a Strange on Bleecker Street, and that Strange is still the Sorcerer Supreme. This trickery will not stand. Careful, Victor. Remember to whom you speak. This is absurd. I will not be spoken to in such a... I will not be spoken to in such... As such, in my place of power. I have no wish for the power, Victor. This was Stephen's design, his last wish, to spite you in service to his world, that Victor Von Doom might never become the Sorcerer Supreme. This is not done. This is an outrage. The Vishanti will hear from me. Ah, yes. Go and cry to the Vishanti, Victor. By all means. Stephen fought wars of the 7 spheres for the Vishanti and fought it for 5,000 years. Will they honor his dying wish, do you think? Or will they acquiesce to the crying words of Victor Von Doom? Victor Von Doom, who did nothing when the warlords invaded Earth, and when the Peregrine children and their 3 mothers ran roughshod across the world. I wonder. This is not over, witch. Ha! Sorcerer, Victor. Sorcerer Supreme. Make like a banana and split, baby. This is the snakes talking, by the way. Yeah, put an egg in your shoe and beat it. He can't hear you now, darlings. You think we could sass him if he could hear? They wouldn't, because they're scared. Was that Victor Von Doom just leaving? I'm afraid Yes, I'm afraid I'd rather hurt his feelings, Wong Dong Long. Gods, I wish I had been here for that. He underestimated me, thought that I would surrender without a fight. It won't happen again. He will be a problem. Really? Dr. Doom? You think? Hush, Wong. You look like hell, by the way. It was a late night at the bar with no doors. Or an early morning. Late night. You have been drinking far too much, Wong. I still heard, Clea, so it would appear that I've been drinking far too little. You need coffee. I need coffee, and the Earth coffee is a waste of time. I need a proper dark dimensional roast. Come with me and we will buy some and we will put our minds back together. Whoa, he looks weird. He's wearing a baseball cap and glasses. Bro, you still have your outfit on from the Alright, whatever. There's a goblin market nearby? They will also have extra dimensional coffee. Excellent. You seem rather chipper. Putting Doom in his place did wonders for my mood, it's true, but the grief threatens to drown me, Wong. Without something to focus on, I fear I will sink into myself and die. So I have resolved upon a plan to throw myself into, or ourselves into, a plan? She's going to throw ourselves into a plan? Okay. You see, we are going to bring Steven back. This is what I was telling my friend. When the first thing, and it was like, death of Stephen Strange, and I was like, seriously? You can't kill him. He just like dies and he comes back, and then he die and come back again. They're selling me this fake crap, and I didn't buy it, but this looks more interesting. That's for sure. She's like a new character. I wonder when her first appearance was. Clea. Now, normally, it is my duty to dissuade the Sorcerer Supreme from such ideas, which is the plan that you know nothing about except for bringing Steven back to life. Don't bother. I'm of the fault line, Wong, and I'm not human, and I have never been. My mother is the Warlord-Born, and my uncle, the dread Dormammu. I didn't realize that. I have warlord blood in my veins. I want what is mine, Wong, and Stephen Strange is mine, and I will suffer no one, not even death, to take one who belongs to me. Wow, that was powerful. All right, how are we to go about it? Truly, I have no idea yet. I thought it would take me longer to convince you to try and stop me. My heart hurts so badly that I can barely function, Clea. Let alone stop you. Okay. During the whole affair of the Peregrine child, we were moving too quickly to properly grieve. And then he brought himself back. Long enough to save the world at any rate, but not long enough to save himself. Gods, losing him twice. Oh, he's saying it like God, but he's saying it like gods. Well, you people who don't believe in God, right? The whole half of the world. Why don't you stop saying it all the time? Why don't you say gods plural? That way there's a difference. Oh, and then you're not like, I don't believe in God, but I still do all the same thing a believer does and say, oh dear God, please help me when I'm in trouble. That's dumb. But not losing, yes, thrice, the younger version of him as well. Gods. All right, X, House of X, right? It says House of X, and then it says CC11. What is the C? Is that 1,000? Here we are. The Shrouded Bazaar. Oh, it looks so cool. The Shrouded Bazaar. That was a big pause right there. Ah, spectacular. It is quite nice, isn't it? Elves, demons, trolls, goblins. There is quite a supernatural half-world. There is quite a supernatural half-world in New York. That's what... Okay, do you want a Muspelhelm fire wasp wrap? No, thank you. I believe that this has saved my life. What is he pointing at? All of this is kept hidden with good, glamorous memory charms, this sort of thing, more or less, plus obfuscation, plus obfuscation ruins and terror cantrips. What are these words? And uninitiated would see the alley as a muggy, unwanted happening. A mugging waiting to happen. But for the initiated, there is a whole different New York, under the skin of the mundane, even more so since the warlords' incursion, refugees from the realms destroyed by the child, from shattered Kulamesh, deflectors from the Warlord-Lord's states on Earth. We have singing swords mistresses, we have dancing swords, Vorpal swords, blessed swords, no serial numbers, no curses, guaranteed to never break, never go dull. So who controls this place? Control? I don't know, to be honest. I never thought to ask. We control ourselves, good mistress. This is a free bazaar. No one runs us. The Kingpin tried his hand, but our magic was too tricky for him. And the Hood tried, but even he understood magic less well than he had thought. Then the Blasphemy Cartel came around just yesterday, thinking we would fold, and we told them where to go in no uncertain terms. They will not be back. You sure about that? This is Nobody 23. We've engaged. Blasphemy Cartel. They're back. Careful. They're warded. No. I will not countenance this. Okay. I'm clocking a massive occult power surge. It's reading as, no, the Sorcerer Supreme. She's here. Pull until says Strange is dead. No, Strange is here. Stay cool. You've trained for this. Engage. It says, silver, cold iron, rune, scriven lead. I'm sure that is very effective against hedge witches and gutter mages, but I am not that. Something hurricane. I can't. What is that? I had to stop reading Doctor Strange because of the curses. I'm not going to say incantations, okay? Yeah. By the Vashti? Oh, dang. Look, she like has horns and everything. I guess that's why she's from the dark dimension. Cool. She cracked our wards like they were nothing. Use the Solomon grenade. Ugh. I am free. A magical ammunition ward. Bound demons. You are better prepared than your typical gangsters. Dyer's Scourge Ray. Oh, snap. She like disintegrated that man's body. But my people were binding demons to our souls while your people were clicking rocks together in caves. Did literally she just murder a man? Batman would never do such things. Smart people tend to kill a lot and then like also people in the strange world. And this one will serve me when I wish. Oh, she sucked him up. This is Nobody 23, requesting immediate summoning. Where are you going, little gangster? Little killer? Do not fear, worm. I will allow your magic to summon you back, Magi, because I want you to tell whoever you report to. This place is under my protection, and I am the Sorcerer Supreme, and I am Warlord-Born. Dang, she's on freaking fire, bro. Find out what that means at your peril. Later on that evening, so great work out there, yes. Bring Steven back? Can you do that? Yes, darling, I'm magic. Don't get his hopes up yet, Clea. If we're going to do this, if we can do this, there's a great deal of work to be done first. It is not so simple as that, Bats. It may be even simpler as that. Wong, how many Steven's little friends, the Capes and the Masculines, have come back from the dead? All of them, it sometimes seems. Then we must entertain the possibility that Steven will simply come back on his own. Ugh. Don't give me that look, Juan. You can't even see me. I know the look. I'm not suggesting that we sit on our hands and wait for him to come back, but in the event that he does, this morning I can cast a spell of passive detention. Call it a smoke detector, if you will. It stays in place over the city and alerts me if there are any surges of necromantic energies. Clea, I fear you're getting your hopes up to an unrealistic degree. I am the Sorcerer Supreme, Wong. The unreal is my business. I suppose we can't argue with that. But in the meantime, we should speak with those who have died and returned. Perhaps there might be something useful they can share. Speaking of which, have you contacted the adventurers yet? They will want to know how to contact the Sorcerer Supreme in times of need. No, but that can wait until tomorrow. You are perturbed, Wong? What? What is on your mind? The Blasphemy Cartel. There's something familiar about them. They were surprisingly well equipped before you killed them all. Steven would have never done that. I am not Steven, Wong. They were killers. It was a kindred end that I would have granted them in the dark dimension. It was a kindred end. Then, so she's saying it would have been better the way I killed him now compared to who I used to be in her dark dimension days. Dormammu, niece of Dormammu. But this is Earth, Clea. You may not be Steven, but you are the Sorcerer Supreme of this planet, and you must act like it. Wait, is that your spell? Yes, someone is crossing into the land of the living. Clea, you don't know that it's him. It is Wong. It has to be. You must please, Clea, at least be careful, I beg of you. I cannot lose another Strange. My name is Clea Strange, and I have watched the love of my life die. But before he did, in an attempt to make this world he so loved, this world safer, he gave me 4 things. The cloak, the eye, the title, and the 4th thing, a secret that made it all possible. Even if I told Doom what it was, what allowed me to cheat the mechanism of the office of Sorcerer Supreme, he could never understand it because it is a anathema to him. Anathema? What the frick is that word? Yeah. He has no idea what it is to truly love and to truly trust someone. Just like Dormammu and my mother. They didn't love or trust. The fault lines are renowned through the many worlds for their rapid conscience and their thirst for conquest. We are a people ruled by our desires, and I am no different. People of this world believe that their grief should be processed and loss should be accepted, but I am incapable of that. The same instinct that drives my mother to conquest and conquer, that compels my uncle to subjugate lives, it lives in me. I refuse to be thwarted in my pursuit of my desires, in the pursuit of love, my love for the brilliant, beautiful, flawed man, a man who I know loves me, even in death. Circumstances brought us together and tore us apart, time and time again, but no more will I accept the uncaring firms of faith. No more will I suffer the constraints of mere life and death. I have the power, and I have the nerve, and I will shape my destiny to a form that pleases me, and I reject any fate but that which I have made for myself. Is that you, Steven? Oh, snap! Oh, snap, the harvester is gonna get him! Thunderstrike. I am the harvester, and I will not let this take place. Clea comes face to face with the mysterious harvester man. Oh, this looks so cool! We're buying every single one. That's it. Spider-Woman, take the back seat, baby. I'm definitely Spider-Man. There's a new Spider-Man coming out that's like going to be Peter Parker. Just Peter Parker. No more. I don't think it's going to be having any other Spider-Man. No Spider-Verse. It's just going to be Peter Parker. We're waiting for that. Anyways, that was Clea Strange in Strange, issue number 1. Marvel Comics. Anyone comic book reading? Dog Life Chris, I am. Comment below maybe, like, subscribe, do stuff. Anyways, have a good life. We're out this sucker. Oh, it's been a year. We're back. We were on hiatus and it's been a year. I have a new house. I'm loving life. Turn this room into this. And we're back, baby. Feels good.